folks, Patrick Turner here with you today from Feldman Chevrolet of Highland. Today we're going to take a drive in the 2020 Blazer RS. This is the first time I've actually done a video on one. I've driven them quite a few times, but it's a very, very popular seller for us in this area. So we want to hop in it, give you kind of a taste of what it's about, and show you all the features and benefits of it. So let's hop in, take it for a drive. All right, folks, here we are behind the wheel of the 2020 Blazer. Again, this is an RS model. This is also a all-wheel drive model. Probably the most popular trim level we sell right now. Now, if you notice from the exterior and the interior of the vehicle, if you've ever seen a Camaro or been inside of a Camaro, the styling of this vehicle is heavily, heavily based on the Camaro. Even the inside, there's very few differences between this and a Camaro on the inside, basically from the seats forward. One of the things I like the most about the interior is these vents here for the climate control. You just twist the ring to put it to whatever temperature you want. Of course, is dual zone, so they have their own as well on the passenger side. But you can point them really well on yourself. They have a lot of adjustability, but it's just kind of cool. It's a little bit different. Usually they just have the knob, and I think that's one of the things that people comment on the most. So this is supposed to be Chevrolet's sporty vehicle in the SUV lineup. Mid-size SUV, this is the most popular segment in automotive sales right now. So it's got some pretty stiff competition. But with that being said, it's supposed to be our sporty model. Some specs for you versus the competitor that we get the most feedback on, people shopping the differences between the two, is the Ford Edge. Its more direct competitor in this case, being the RS model, would be the Ford Edge ST. They're very similar in size, very similar in performance, very similar in price. But some of the differences here, I got a little cheat sheet I wrote down. Horsepower on this is the 3.6 liter V6 is 308. The Edge has got 335, so it kind of beats it a little bit there. Torque, 270 for the Chevy on torque, 380 for the Edge. That's a lot. It's a big difference. But when it comes down to performance, it's about the same. I mean, 0 to 60, 6.3 seconds for the Blazer. And depending on which review you read, for the Edge ST, 6.1 to 6.8. That's darn near neck and neck. But I think a little bit of it has to do with the weight. Blazer's got a little bit of a weight advantage at 4,200 versus 4,500. And you can really feel it in these twists and turns that we're in right now. I mean, this is a planted vehicle. Steering feedback's great. Braking's great. Throttle response is great. I'm in sport mode right now. This is on the same chassis as the Cadillac XT5, I believe, and a couple other vehicles in the GM lineup. But with the Blazer, they widen it a little bit, so it's a little more planted when you're going through these twists and turns. And it's by far the most exciting vehicle to drive in the SUV lineup that Chevy has. Acceleration's good. 9-speed transmission versus Ford's 8-speed transmission, so that might be one of the reasons why the performance gap is so close, even with the Chevy being down a little on power. A couple other specs here. So the Chevy's naturally aspirated V6 turbo is 2.7 liter twin turbocharged V6. Now, with the turbos, sometimes you'll get a little turbo lag, which may account for the very close gap in performance, 0 to 60 wise. I haven't personally driven a Ford Edge ST, so I couldn't really say as to how quick it feels or how quick it actually feels. But the Blazer feels quick. There's not a big gap in shifts. Feels very nice. The steering feels very similar to a Camaro, actually, how responsive it is and the feedback you get from the road. And the brakes are good. I mean, Chevy's always been known for good brakes. This thing stops very quickly. But aside from that, this is mostly going to be a family vehicle. People that are buying these vehicles, you know, maybe they have a couple kids or they have an active lifestyle to where they have to put, you know, things in the vehicle or kayaks on the roof. And it's very practical. I mean, you get a ton of space in the back. Seats fold down flat. Most of these have a very slick cargo management system in the back where it has rails and tie downs that are adjustable. And plenty of room. I mean, I'm not a big guy, but it's plenty roomy in here. I am not shoved in here by any means. Now, equipment on this vehicle. This is kind of a more base RS model. Sticker on it's just over 45. But with that, you get some good features. Nice perforated leather seats, heated steering wheel, remote start, power liftgate, blind spot indicators, rear cross traffic alert. So this is kind of going to be your entry into an RS model, and up from there, I mean, you can take them over 50,000 on a RS. With that kind of package, you'll get the heated and ventilated seats. A few other host of nice options, but again, entry level into the RS. This is our most popular seller, and I think it's largely based on the looks. It looks great. A couple wheel choices. You can have 20-inch wheels or 21-inch wheels. You can have a huge panoramic sunroof in it. All kinds of stuff to keep you nice and comfortable. Now, these have been out for a little while, 2019, so I know we're a little behind on the reviews here, but being that it is one of our most popular sellers, I felt it necessary to do one for our viewers, because, you know, you can read magazine articles and review, but, you know, to watch a video and have somebody explain some of the things to you does help sometimes. Now, one of the things that I get a lot of comments on is the glove box. Actually, the glove box, there's no handle, so you can't just reach over and pop it open. It's a button. Kind of slick, kind of more of like a Cadillac thing, I suppose. Nice huge touchscreen. The Chevy MyLink system, very, very easy to use. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This one has navigation. You can program each key fob to different drivers, so maybe you and your spouse are going to share the vehicle every now and then. You can change those to change the memory seating, the save favorites, depending on who gets in the vehicle, who gets out of the vehicle. The MyLink system is probably the easiest I've used in terms of navigating and the layout. It's super easy to use. If you have any Chevy basically from 2017 and up, it's going to be pretty much the same, so you won't have a big learning curve there. A few drive modes in the new Blazers. So you've got the two-wheel drive, you've got all-wheel drive, sport mode, which I'm currently in right now. They also have what they call an off-road mode. I'm not sure how many people are going to take these off-road. And then a towing mode. Towing on these is pretty good. On the all-wheel drive models, 4,500 pounds. Front-wheel drive model, 1,500 pounds. But the majority of our customers in this area, Michigan, they're going to have it with the all-wheel drive. So the towing is going to be there. You're not going to be able to tow a huge boat, but you'll be able to tow, you know, a good-sized boat or trailer. Well, that's about it for today, folks. We're going to head back to the dealership and see if we can't sell a couple of these things. As always, thanks for watching. Patrick Turner from Feldman Chevrolet of Highland, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, 2019 Dealer of the Year, JD Power and Associates certified. Come and join us, watch us, comment, like, share. Thanks again.